everybody? Welcome. It is Sunday night. Oh boy, gang! what a long, strange journey it's been. They can't see you yet because the screen is just centered on me. They can't hear you. So
I need them to know I'm being hit.
This is my nightmare scenario.
I found my character sheet.
You found your character sheet.
That's so funny.
We've got a few announcements. I'm thinking about just throwing them all out the window and respecting the energy of the space. We have a Discord. You should come hang out there. There's lots of amazing people as we seek to cultivate and create safe spaces on the interwebs. We have a merch store. We have a Hillary. We're very excited. The energy is up and out there. Hello to everybody in the chat. The Every Mags. Hello. Who has been rocking it with the cosplay game. Every Mags. It has been fantastic to see the Ron Stoppable cosplay has been.
I'm a little low with their Labyrinth cosplay. Don't tell them.
Yeah, I won't tell them.
Thank you.
They just did. Up.
Wow. Are you guys okay?
No! Chris is hate criming me.
It wasn't even me.
Your mouth hole.
I am going to sit in between the two of you and separate you if you do not stop.
Stop yelling at me. You're not my mom.
But if you do that, Al has to play Euphoria.
I'm just gonna put the camera on.
We need a talking stick between two.
No face manifesto says I love you, Hills. Welcome back to Legend Hillary. Thank you so much for joining us and stepping in tonight. We're missing a few of our regular cast who cannot be here, but we send them all the good vibes as they try to get their voice back after all of the conning and stuff like that. So not being a con artist, but being at a con itself. I need to.
Either or, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Shh. The secrets are no fun. Upcoming schedule. Stay tuned to the Discord for the latest and greatest. We've got a one-shot that is vampires versus werewolves versus robots coming up on Wednesday. That's going to be a lot of fun. We also have our continuation of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We've taken a couple of weeks off, and Mother of Cats is a saint to deal with all of our scheduling shenanigans and things of that sort. So, Mocats, love you. And thank you for all of the scheduling and things of that sort. And then Sunday, we continue on with our Chaos Crew. Not only are we doing cool stuff here on the channel, but you can check out some of the amazing things that the rest of our group is doing. Indigo Chameleon, you're already ahead of the game. You've posted social medias and things of that sort in the chat and things of that sort.
You're just so good.
Now I can sit back and just relax the rest of the game. Huh?
There you go. You're done. Kat, where can people check out the cool stuff you do and make outside of here?
You can check me out at Marchiordi Productions, where I do cool horror stuff, because people like to pay me to stalk them. It's great for me. And you also... it's him.
It's like, not only am I participant, I'm also the president.
You can also see me at RPG, where I DM a game Wonderhome every Sunday morning, where I start my day off with very, very cute, fuzzy animals, and I end my day with this. All right.
It's what a dichotomy.
We start the day with trauma, we end the day with trauma.
I didn't give you guys any trauma today. I gave you guys a bee orphanage.
It was pretty great. Tune in if you
I didn't
can.
know about it. I would perfect it with my life.
Tune in if you can. It's a good time. It really does start my Sundays off on the best foot possible. Kat is an amazing storyteller, and it is just a fantastic stream. So tune in if you can.
You can't see my tears with these eyelashes. It's fine.
It's fine. But not only that, but who doesn't love some good oral? And if you want the best oral, you can go to Moz. Moz, where can people get the good oral that you put out every week?
Really? Really?
Tell the people.
Tell the people about your
A new game. Take a shot every time Scribe says oral.
Oh my God.
Where's your whiskey? Indigo says oral.
I'm so sorry. I'll be back.
Chop.
You can find me on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Yahoo, where I take my players through trials, tribulations, and trauma. We have a big fight that we've been trying to do for a month now. But are you good? Hillary plays.
I had Eldritch Lich crawl out of my chest, and then we just left.
And then we just
We've been
left.
gone for a month.
So that's what I'm doing. You can find me there. Yeah.
It is a fantastic guy, and it's my job to like to blow up my friends. Maz is so creative in coming up with different dynamics for every episode of that podcast. The dream dynamic that they've created is probably one of the best instances of changing a dynamic in the game of Dungeons and Dragons that I have ever encountered. So for the creative mind alone, not only just the players, like tune in for that. So
You don't have eyelashes to hide the teeth.
I think that's it for upcoming stuff. I think that's it for upcoming announcements and things of that sort. Heroes, welcome to Chaos. You are agents of Chaos. When last we left our group of heroes, you started off on your very first mission. Broseph, Elizabeth, Etheria, and Locke, you set off to an alternate reality version of Barovia. This alternate reality version of Barovia was a place where there were a few rules in place. First and foremost was be happy. Be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Be happy. And see something, say something. It was think Wild West meets this sort of cult-adjacent sort of town. The heroes
be a narc.
The heroes did a little bit of exploring of the area. The heroes. This is my favorite Blackheart Collective show. The heroes did a little bit of exploring of the town, and they came across a few things. They came across this jail area that was kind of being run by the deputy there, Deputy Piddlewick. Piddlewick had two prisoners in the jail, one of which was the land baron Strahd that was being held, and an individual that was being held behind this very large steel door with three very unique locks on it, which of course my players bypassed almost immediately, as I forgot a player can dematerialize and walk through walls.
Hi, I'm a ghost.
Elizabeth encountered what she described to the rest of the group as a god being trapped and tortured in a large rectangular box about this big. The box was enclosed except for a black flap of fabric at one end of the rectangular box. By placing their hand inside, Elizabeth encountered this being that took them back to the beginnings of creation, and just screamed that they needed to get back to the love of their life, they needed to get back to their other half, they were being trapped, and they needed to be let out. After describing this, Furia did some very clever busking in the street to distract the guards and the people of this small town. After discussing what they were going to do and how they were going to sort of make their way through this particular area of Barovia Commons, they found themselves in the central building in this town, which is a Wild West style saloon. There are lots of games of chance, poker tables, dice games, slot machines, bars, and drinks aplenty. At the center of the space was the particular child for sale of the day. There's one thing worse than gambling. A child. No.
A child gambling.
Etheria took a little bit of time to talk to the child, and after gaining the child's trust and learning a little bit about what was going on in the town, the child referred to themselves as a couple of different names, finally admitting that their actual name was Remy, and that they were the son of the land baron Strahd and a fey princess known as Magnolia. The group had a little bit of a conversation about that, and as they were sort of meeting in the back corner of this tavern, the sheriff of the town walked in. As everyone shouted out Etheria, and a grown version of our favorite little tiefling, Etheria, walked into the bar, and that is immediately where we are going to pick up with tonight's adventure. So, heroes, the four of you are clustered. Broseph, Elizabeth, Etheria, and Locke. I want to say that you're kind of clustered in this little corner over there where Etheria was sharing all this information when Sheriff Etheria walks in. Okay, everyone swarms the sheriff. First and foremost, people are like sort of pressing drinks into their hand, and the sheriff is magnanimously sort of smiling and waving, like shaking hands with people. You notice that they're refusing a lot of the drinks, but taking anything sweet and edible away from the crowd and putting it in a very worn-looking bag. that contains all sorts of baked goods at the sheriff's side. So all attention is drawn to them. I need the four of you to give me a perception check as all of these shenanigans are taking place.
It's going to be a 25.
25 for Locke.
18.
18.
5.
5. You're so pretty.
You want guidance?
No, I'm
8.
good.
You two are a little distracted. You, for obvious reasons, it's just sort of still thinking back to the presence that you encountered in the jail, and you, because
I
holy
just saw adult
crap,
me
that's
gross.
adult me. The two of you, however, would see Emery, your HR representative. He is currently in the saloon, and as Emery is in the saloon, a small figure pokes up over Emery's shoulder. Tell us a little bit about the individual that we see poking their head above Emery's shoulder.
Smoosh is about 2 foot tall. Smoosh is a Muppet form. And he's got 2 little white horns with little jiggly arms. And he's also a monk, as his best friend is. Work associate. It's work associate.
Emery, you do notice the group that you have seen pictures of and received a dossier on in terms of you were sent here to sort of pave the way and gather intel. I'll say this. Smoosh is your intern of sorts, a little Muppet born. Let's do... Gosh. Emery, give me a straight-up charisma roll to see how much information you've gleaned in your day of being here at the casino, to see how much information you've just sort of gathered from secondhand knowledge.
It's
3.
You've been drinking.
You've been drinking. And Smoosh, you're still not quite sure if this is what you're supposed to have been doing here in the area, but you're trusting that HR has led you in the right
I'm
direction.
having a great time.
I will say this. You've been drinking. You have heard whispers of the freak. There is an individual that, in your 24 hours here, it's a very common thing and people talk about it. If you're caught cheating, if you're caught stealing from the house, if you're caught taking a bottle, hell, if you're caught not tipping, you are brought to a meeting with the freak. And you haven't encountered it yet, you haven't seen what it is yet, but so far the legend and the talk alone has prevented anything sort of illegal from happening in this space. Is this word of the freak that people have been talking about and things of that sort and whispering about in small circles. So. You see the group across the way. Heroes, what would you like to do? Right now, attention is at the center of the space where grown Etheria is. I'll say Etheria is there. Affy, what would you like to do in this space?
Affy is going to walk right up to Etheria.
I would like to try.
Does she hide? Does she pretend? Does she no? She can put face on.
Full.
Yep.
Mom instincts, they are not great.
She walks through me.
Yeah. You immediately walk through. Elizabeth puts both their hands up, and you walk
Right through.
as things of that sort. Okay.
Hi.
Etheria is sort of talking with people, then all of a sudden, at that sound, Etheria turns and looks straight down, and she goes, "Hi."
You're me. Only adult.
As soon as you say that, Etheria looks at you and she goes, "Is this a joke from somebody?"
I'm hoping that this isn't a weird time thing where we're all gonna start like vomiting or getting pulled through portals or something like that.
She is very confused in this moment as she's looking down at Affy. What are the rest of you doing as this conversation, as people are now backing away, as Etheria's mood has changed dramatically? The smile that was plastered on her face when she walked in, filling the bag with sweets and candies and things of that sort, that smile turns upside down. And for the first time, you see any sort of emotion in this area that is not sunshine and lollipops. Etheria has gone angry, sad, confused, and people are taking steps back away, and some of them are even walking out of the bar.
3 questions. First, am I clipboard Emery or am I 10-gallon hat Emery?
10-gallon hat Emery.
Great. 2, do I see this?
You do.
3, can I interrupt?
You live your truth, Boo.
Paul is just kind of holding his hands in his pocket, but as soon as like someone starts swinging or something goes breakdown, we're gonna calm motion, see if we can't chill the people out a little bit.
Sure. Okay.
Alright, so this ain't as funny as we thought it was gonna be. So let me just get her out of here. You seem to have just it ain't cute. It ain't Smoosh, go find something sweet for the sheriff here. We're just gonna grab this one.
I invite it. I fly up.
Okay, hang on. I knew that you two would fight. I didn't think it would be within the first 20 minutes. Okay, Smoosh, you were told to go get something sweet.
Yeah.
So do we see the little
So you see Smoosh just take a little, just a half circle right behind the sheriff, and I'm going to sleight of hand steal the bag.
I will agree.
I did say for the sheriff, to be very specific.
I'll say this, Smoosh. I'll say this. Stealing the bag itself is going to be a disadvantage because it's a bag.
Bet.
Stealing from anything inside the bag would be at advantage because she's paying attention. So if you want to yeet someone's bag off of them while they wear it, that's going to be tricky. But if you want to stick your Muppet hands inside the
I'll stick
bag
my noodle arm in there.
and then just think, what are you thinking as you reach into the bag?
Oh, I hope there's jelly beans.
Absolutely.
That is a 21.
All of you watch is like,
Get one jelly bean.
You just see Smoosh like, hi.
Smoosh, roll me a D4.
Balloons.
That's a 3.
A 3. You grab 3 jelly beans from the sheriff's bag. All right. I need contested dexterity checks from the two of you. This is just a D20.
Yes.
D20. Add your dexterity.
This can only go well. Actually, I have a plus.
This Emery is not a monk.
Oh.
But I've only got this one. So,
It was really good, and then it rolled over a little bit. Now
18.
it's 7.
You go to fly away and stuff like that, but Emery just wraps 2 arms around you and stops you from flying away and just kind of holds you to their chest. And you watch as Etheria looks at you and goes, well, good. I'm glad that you got the little one under control. She looks a little rambunctious, so probably be best to get her out of this bar, wouldn't it?
What happened to you?
It's fine. It's fine.
Is there a rule about this?
Where's this attitude coming from?
Don't worry. Thank you so much. We'll be back later. Bye.
Two of you walk out.
Smoosh comes back around. I was told to give you these here. Here you go.
I am happy to continue this conversation with message.
Okay, I'll say this. Emery and Affy are walking out as Smoosh is like, I gotta get jelly beans. As the 3 of them are heading out of the bar, what are as Etheria is like, fight me! I'll fight you in the field! Broseph, Elizabeth, and Locke, what are you doing as the 3 of them are heading outside of the saloon?
Having a panic attack?
Dude,
As you do.
like,
Smoosh, they love you. They give you a blast.
So you're gonna D4 all your rolls.
Yeah, he put all your rolls.
Okay, permabless.
dude, isn't it weird that, like, Affy, dude, and, like, the sheriff are, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I really wish you'd stop doing this.
Dude,
No.
okay, hold up. Like, hey, go with me here, ready? Okay, she's like, and the other one is like, and they're the same dude.
It's the same dude.
Dude, it's the same dude.
Yeah.
I know.
You see what I did? I didn't do this.
Oh, dude, the same dude.
I'm gonna walk out of the saloon.
I don't have a, I don't.
And I'm gonna fall behind. Dude, come on, like.
Elizabeth, you were the only person left.
I don't have a braid. I think I lost a braid, so I also leave.
You will also leave. All right, everybody leaves the saloon. Where are you taking Affy?
Just like around the corner, just out of eyesight.
Sure. I will say that you find a sort of quiet spot.
No. I go out the door and around the corner of the door. Like, we're not standing in front of a window, but not far from the bar.
You're not far from the bar. You're just outside.
This is away from out of the sight of Old Etheria.
Okay, thank you, certifiable scribe. We appreciate you.
So hi.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi.
Hi. I like you.
Yeah.
So like,
What y'all need?
so do you guys, we're one of you, I think.
Well, you're actually one of me. Well, you're not one of me.
I know
but
one of
like-
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You are not my dad.
No, you're
Do
not
they look the
wrong.
same?
Are you feeling a little
So what do you
crazy?
know?
How's your temper right now? You're not sweating.
I'm
so you
great.
seem fine.
I'm not upset. You're the one upset.
No, that's not true. I'm not upset. I'm mostly just worried about you. Do you not know the rules about encountering yourself?
Nobody taught me.
It's back to the
What
future
am I
rules.
doing back there?
Don't bet on sports. Don't meet your mom.
Well, that's why I asked if a portal was going to throw up.
We ain't trying
Yeah, you know what? That's where I got wrong.
That's why I asked if
Why
a
did
portal
that-
was going to open up or we were all going to start vomiting.
You might start vomiting. Actually, both of you probably would.
Oh.
The temper on that one is actually much worse naturally, so I'm not sure where
What
that
happened to her?
She got old real quick.
There's a word we use. It starts with an M. It's called matured.
Gross.
I know.
That's fair.
So what do you know? So obviously you're one of us, but you've been here for a while. So
Actually, you're one of me. Well, you're not one of me, but like
We're
you're
the same
with-
person.
You're with the other one.
Yes.
Well, one of the others.
what do you know? Let's combine our efforts.
I know everything that he knows.
What?
Okay, so we had a list of things to do.
Yeah.
All right. So what are y'all trying to work on right now?
Okay,
Look, I've
so-
had some whiskey.
Oh, yeah,
So
we'll
we
list.
needed to go to the saloon. We did that.
Yes.
Okay.
And
We
then
didn't meet the madam and get the code.
we were going to go to the store afterwards. We haven't done that yet. I was going to throw a tantrum, but I can't even remember why anymore. So we can probably scratch that off the
Me
list
too
for
after
now.
5 minutes.
And then we were going to potentially release Strahd, but I had in my mind a question mark next to that
Question mark.
because we've got some serious things to talk about the kid in the middle in the cage.
I have to ask this. This conversation is happening out loud with your mouth, right? Like in front of the
Yes.
front of the saloon,
Mouth.
Yes.
as like people are walking by.
Well, I
and
didn't
just
know a
looking
lot of
up
people were
there.
walking by, but it's probably still happening with my mouth.
Okay, cool.
My mouth.
Compared to your
Give me-
combined mouth.
Give me like 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Roll that dice for the mouth.
Yeah, what's up?
Cool. All right,
Okay, cool.
you're good.
Mouth is fine.
And then we were possibly going to release the god, but we need to do some research first.
Thank you.
What exactly are y'all trying to do here?
Okay, so
That
Strahd
way.
is captured.
No,
Strahd
yeah,
used to be
like,
in
I'm
charge,
aware. No,
but now
no.
he's not in charge
Fact.
because Connie's in charge. But Connie was really good, and Strahd was really bad. And the kid in the cage is Strahd's kid, but also Magnolia's. You don't know Magnolia. I know Magnolia. But also, when Strahd was in charge, he was super, super evil. But the kid wants to release his dad, and then things might just get worse than they already are. And they're pretty bad as it is. So I'm not sure if it's a good idea to release the kid, or at least to help him in releasing his dad. Also, there's a god that's in a box in the jail, but we don't know who he is or anything about him unless somebody else
DM,
does.
what was our original goal?
Your goal, thank you, Umokats. Your goal when you're exploring new territory like this and new universes is something has gone wrong in this alternate reality.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is, but something has gone terribly wrong. If you had to put your finger on it, you would imagine it's the totalitarian society that has been established
Yeah,
where
I
people
think
aren't
that.
allowed to feel emotions here, and the fact that Connie has sort of taken over things.
Okay.
You can do whatever you would like to do. You can observe. You can try to fix the problem. But hopefully, this is more of a quantum leap type scenario where, like, when you move into a space, you leave the campground better than how it
Got
was when you got there.
Got it.
You can interpret that however you would like. There are varying levels of success for different heroes that have come in and just been like, well, this seems fine here, and they just sort of walk away, or we got to take down this jerk who's sort of enslaving everyone and things of that sort. The logic behind it has been as thus: the more powerful an individual gets, the more likely they are to be able to gather enough power to travel the planar burst, and the more likely they are to upset the balance of everything. And one person knocking one of those plates off of the stick that is spinning is a cascading waterfall effect of like all of the plates start to fall at that point. So it is a tricky situation during those times. So you just have to fix whatever situation is sort of going on right now.
Okay.
Also, Mocats just gave you 500 bits to do something to them.
That's
Do something
wrong
to it.
stream. That's like at 1 o'clock, man.
I don't know. This worries me.
What is fun?
Too good.
Okay.
Magic, sir?
No, that's okay. Let's do this.
That's not.
No, we're going to.
You're a bad person.
You
I
don't
would like
have
to actually play both.
I would like to propose that we add talking to Connie to our list.
I think that is on the list. That's the original thing we
I mean,
had
it
to
wasn't
do.
on the original list, but I could replace Throw a Tantrum with Talk to Connie. That way it happens
That
before
sounds
we
like a
release
wonderful
anybody.
idea.
Hold on now. Hold on. Wait. Hear me out.
Yes,
Hear me
Bob.
out. Right. Hear me out.
Yes.
Okay.
Two things, because 3 things was being said the first time.
My intern, give me a perception check, please, as you've been somewhat quiet, sort of looking around and things of that sort.
Is it 5?
It's a 5?
I'm really trying to understand.
I just imagine like it's a little kid like sort of looking back and forth of the conversation. Who here has got my high passive perception?
I have 11.
I have a 12.
Passive perception.
12,
12 is percent.
16.
16?
Wait.
What?
Yeah, 16.
No, 16 is the number to
13?
beat. 13.
My character sheet bonded like reloaded self.
It's alright. I'll say this, Locke, you would at least notice that individuals
17.
17. All right, so I'll give this to Locke and Broseph. As this conversation is happening and things of that sort, Mocats asked me to do something, and do something I shall.
Oh, no. remember this.
You will notice a few individuals are edging closer and closer to the party. There are 4 of them in total. It is they look humanoid in nature. It's 2 men and 2 women that just seem to be having a conversation, but they're edging closer and closer to the front of the saloon. They're all packing heat.
Paul will be like, "Hey gang, how about we go back into the saloon? It seems rather quiet out here on the streets."
I like that idea. Let's do that.
I actually don't like that idea.
If we
This
go
one's
in,
gonna
you
try
can't talk to
me.
yourself.
Why?
Because something bad may happen. You may talk to her later.
Something bad could happen at any time.
Yes, right, but you will be the.
One of the men that's kind of walking forward kind of goes like this, and the woman like takes his hand and puts it down. She goes, "Excuse me, y'all. We're part of the neighborhood watch, and your voices are getting a little raised and things of that sort. So we thought we'd just come by to see and make sure that everybody's doing okay. So if you'll permit, we just want to make sure that everybody here is on the proper medications.
Well,
and that,
if we would have saw something, we would have said something.
Of course.
So-
There is something that we do have to test, though. I know that some of y'all came in with the train and things of that sort, so we just want to make sure that everybody here is who they are and that they're where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with you.
Howdy.
I'd like you to maintain eye contact with me, please.
All right.
Okay? What's your name?
Amarin.
Okay.
Amarin Softov.
How are you feeling?
Fantastic. How you feel?
I'm feeling well, thank you. That's all I need to hear. Let's start with you. Hi.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
That just happened.
You were so excited, and then you weren't.
As they're looking at Smoosh, you notice that gaze gets real intense, and Smoosh is just kind of looking up and like, hey, like,
Y'all made Smoosh super confused.
yeah.
Valid.
The surprise. Does anybody here have anything on their person, magical item or ability-wise, that prevents them from being surprised in any capacity?
No.
Okay, so.
Don't think I do.
Okay, so we're gonna get a surprise round that's gonna kick off first. Okay.
Woo!
The first thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna take some shots. We love us some shots.
Oh my god, thank you. Whiskey?
I got you, boo. Opheria, one of the men that's sort of looking at you, takes the gun from their side, and as Smoosh goes, hey. Like that bullet, he quick draws. And something about your height, that bullet just kind of glances past your shoulder. Doesn't do any damage, but he definitely takes a shot at you, okay? Next up is Emery. Emery does a 19 hit.
Unfortunately.
Okay, Emery, you're going to take a shot to the gut here. You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
23.
Okay, 23. You manage, you get this weird sensation in your gut where the bullet hits and things of that sort. It's this bright flash of like tingles. When your leg goes to sleep or your arm goes to sleep or something like that, wherever that bullet hit, there is this brilliant burst of, it's not pain, it actually feels like an endorphin rush, where the bullet hits you in the side, but you manage to fight back the effects of whatever pain is in there, okay? All right, that's 2 of my shots. Broseph.
Don't know why we're shooting me.
Broseph, 16 hit.
Nah.
Okay. That bullet goes wide.
But I have a strong Hawaiian.
Elizabeth, a 13.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, for the first time in a long time, you all watch as a chunk of ectoplasm, or like the essence that is Elizabeth, is blasted away by this bullet. Elizabeth, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Cool. I'm guessing my decisive.
Oh no.
That's a 12.
A 12. Okay. That bullet enters into your body. There is this brilliant burst of light, and Elizabeth, you are feeling good. Whoever just shot you with that bullet, you were feeling charmed by that particular person. Even though they shot you, it was probably a mistake. It was probably an accident. They didn't mean to hurt you in that particular way, but you're feeling good. Everyone else you're a little pissed at, but the one that hit you with that bullet, you're good to go. Okay, now I need everybody to roll initiative for me. Okay, I'll roll 1 for these guys. Great. 20 to 25. Okay. 20 to 15.
17. And
Okay.
anybody else?
No, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay. 15 to 10.
14.
13.
10.
12.
Oh, okay. So 14.
14. 13.
Okay.
13.
We'll say this: smoosh,
14.
Lock.
smoosh,
Ugh.
lock.
It's a German word.
Who got a 10?
10.
Me
I
and
got
Akira.
12.
But I'm feeling great. Sing
I
that
got
first.
12.
12.
We're all clustered, right?
Everybody's
Yeah.
sort of clustered in front of the bar. Who, Opheria and
I'm
Elizabeth.
gonna let Akira go first. I'm feeling great and happy. You know?
Affy, Elizabeth. Is that everybody?
We're missing somebody. Broseph Smush. Oh, we're missing. Wait, what?
1,
I got
2,
12.
3,
You got
4,
12.
5.
Oh,
six.
I did
Yep,
miss it.
that's good. Broseph.
Yeah.
These 4 individuals are sort of gathered around you. The gunshots take off, and as that does, a lot of the civilians that are walking up and down and around the place are vacating the premises and things of that sort. Opheria sticks her head outside of the bar door and just leans up against the door and just sort of watches the fight. I want to say like 15 feet away. Grown Opheria reaches into the bag for a cookie and takes a cookie out of this bag at their side and begins to eat this cookie as they're watching.
She's obviously not concerned about what's going on.
As they're watching this scene sort of take place and things of that sort.
Cool.
Okay.
So, main action. We're going to go ahead and Bolden and Bonds. We'll unbolden Bond Lock, and we'll do it to Emery. So for the next 10 minutes, you got a D4. You can add to an attack roll. It's basically a buffed up bless for the next 10 minutes. Attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, all that D4s.
Yes, thank you.
And then bonus action. We're gonna cast spiritual weapon, man.
Okay. What does Broseph spiritual weapon manifest as?
I think it just changes depending on what we're doing, what we're feeling right now. Right now, it's kind of a lava lamp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little volatile, little nebulous.
Exactly.
I'm into this. Take DM inspiration, buddy.
Thanks,
That's a
man.
great piece vibe cleric, like a vibe check cleric. So
Yeah.
lava lamp appears in the space. Cool. Brosis, that's your action, your bonus action. You're doing anything with your movement.
Can I attack when I summon it?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Unless
you
it's a
melee?
bonus action to summon it, and then you can immediately attack with it.
Yeah, when you cast.
Doesn't say you can.
When you cast a spell, you make a melee attack. So 25 to hit.
25 to hit hits.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
1.
1.
That's
Yeah, that's the
whopping-
guy that immediately was going to talk, and then the girl next to him kind of pushed his hand down.
I want
so.
the one that shot Emery then.
Okay, that's the girl, so that's number 2. I'll say
two,
this:
then.
the one that shoots Emery, you take that lava lamp and give a swing down. Give me some
Okay.
damage.
That's a 5 force damage.
5 force damage. Okay. Boom.
That ends my turn.
All right. That is Brosif's turn. It is now time for the gunman. What do they want to do here? They are not going to do anything. It looks like number 1 is holding their action. They holster the gun at their side and they're scanning the crowd. They're just scanning all of you, waiting for some sort of invisible signal from all of you, but they are not doing anything with their turn. Number 2 is going to take another shot. This time they're going to take a shot at Locke. Locke does a 15 hit.
Beats it.
Okay. Locke, you take 8 points of piercing damage and need a Constitution saving throw, bud.
Con save? Okay.
Yep.
That is going to be... that's going to be 18.
Okay. 18, you pass, buddy. You feel that shimmer, but you managed to push it aside. You were not charmed by the person who shot you, okay? Number 3 is going to take a shot at the puppet.
Stop it, no!
20 to hit. That's definitely going to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage and need a con save.
No.
Okay.
That's a 6. Yeah.
Number 3, which is like the other guy in the space, he's got this long black hair that's tied up into this little like man bun back behind his head. He takes a shot at you. The fabric rips, but you don't really feel anything different. But you notice all of a sudden you shake like this for a second as Smoosh, you have no idea what's going on. You're a little dizzy, but all of you, it looks like whatever is holding Smoosh is waving at the individual that shot Smoosh.
Oh, okay.
But the fabric rips on Smoosh a little bit. And 4 is holding their action as well. Cool. That is the gunman's turn. Smoosh.
So I'm going to unarmed strike homeboy, who just ripped my fur.
Yeah, you could absolutely try that. You're trying to move forward towards them, right?
Yeah, how far are they?
They are 10 feet away, but you are unable to. As you kind of like try to move forward like this, for some reason your hand is not permitting you to move as forward as you would like.
Then I'm gonna shoot a dart at him.
Absolutely, you can do this.
So a little bamboo stick comes out.
Bamboo starts with B.
That's gonna be a 9.
Bamboo. Like, the dart just goes a little wide.
That's okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action, so it looks like Smooch gets kind of sad all of a sudden, but then he puffs up his chest and goes, "Yay!" All of a sudden, so he's using Yay, which will you can perform a mighty roll of the monster as a bonus action once per short rest. It gives you +5 on the next attack to each of your allies within 60 feet. And additionally, each ally gets advantage on wisdom and charisma.
For the next turn.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So the next turn, everybody feels emboldened as the mighty yay comes from Smoosh. You all get a +5 to your next attack roll, should you choose to make an attack roll. Emery.
I'm just gonna pull a pistol on my hip and shoot for number 2.
Yeah, shoot.
Let's see. That's a 12 plus 9, so 21 plus 5 is 26.
Yes, absolutely, that hits. Quick shot.
It's 8 points.
8 points of damage. You say or do you say anything when you do this?
No.
Okay, got it. That is your action. You have 2 attacks or just 1?
Just the one at this level.
Okay, got it.
Unless you want to give me another.
Emery, Locke. No, I don't.
Let's do a level. Can we do a level?
God, you're cute. I'll think about it.
The more you ask, the longer we're gonna have to wait.
Not to sound too insensitive, are you a medium, large?
I am a medium.
Okay.
How dare
Double XL.
Oh my God, Locke! You just
can't
don't
just
ask
ask that.
somebody if
Yeah.
they're a medium.
Locke's gonna use his movement to dash behind Emery, and then shapeshift and try to come out as one of the guards that he met at the jail cell.
Okay, do you realize? And you would know this because you are a changeling.
Sure.
That your clothes do not change.
Exactly.
Because
they
of
stay
your
the same,
changeling.
but my appearance will change.
Right.
And
So you're going to duck behind the horse.
oh gosh.
And come back out as a. Okay,
I know it's weird.
give me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right, I'm
Make
good.
sure you use that +4.
Yeah, I got you.
You are not a
that's
Muppet, so you disappearing out of sight and then coming
That's
back.
going to be a 17.
It's freaking rogues. Yes, absolutely. You duck behind the horse and come back out as the appearance of one of the guards from before.
And then he's going to use his speaking ability
Okay.
to
I'll say this. Do you have anything that changes your voice?
aside from my own ability to change my voice.
I'll say this. I know exactly how this dude sounded. If you can get this voice close, then I will give it to you.
Snap! I have to. Essence of last week. Hey, first of all, we told these guys that when they came up in around here, that they need to behave themselves. That they need to understand the rules of being happy was a part of the way we do things around here.
Okay.
So let's calm down, y'all, because here is
Persuasion check, please.
I'm good at
Locke.
that is going to be. You want to look? You want to look at that? So I'm not faking it. That's going to be a 20 persuasion. That's going to be a 24, please.
Okay.
What did you just say?
24.
I heard you say what?
Yeah, because it was 19 plus 5.
Yeah, your dagger just got reset.
Hillary, our good boy,
You're a beautiful, handsome
had
bastard.
I love you so much.
You would appreciate this.
Go to all the
Had a
hells.
dagger that every episode that he refused from saying the word "what" on stream would go up in damage by a D4. So it was up to like 3 or 4. Yeah, it's now back down to just being 1d4 damage.
I love you and I hate you.
You're welcome.
But
Okay.
I also love you.
The guards have taken the individuals that are there with guns drawn have taken a great deal of pause as they're confused to the situation, as Locke looks like an individual that the group encountered before and is just saying we all need to calm down, like we already talked to them about this. Okay, Affy.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cast message over at Adult Euphoria
Oh, Lord.
and say, since when did we get old and boring and cranky? Also, we really, really need to talk to Connie.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to take out my, for my action, I'm going to take out my Wild Magic Snow Cone,
That's fine.
one of my 2 Wild
Okay.
Magic Snow Cones, and eat it.
That's your action?
Yeah, because I can't
Is it
cast
message
another
in
spell.
action?
No. Oh, sorry. I was going to do the bonus action thing. So I'm using.
Sorcery
I
point?
should have clarified. I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
I'm using sorcery points to make message a bonus action,
Okay.
so that my action can be the snow cone. Because I can't do 2 spells with it. Or I could have because it was a cantrip, but I will. That's fine.
This is the message that you receive back as the wild magic effect takes place.
Do I specify who the wild magic is on, or is it on? Because I haven't used one of these snow cones that I got.
You can specify it on anybody that you would like or yourself.
Ryan
Check.
pointing on himself, so.
Check your phone, please. That is the message that you receive back from Grown Euphoria.
Don't you have to say the message out loud to somebody? So it's just Furia pointing at somebody.
She's the demon monkey.
Okay, she's locking eye contact with
Locking?
Etheria, like, and just eating the wild magic snow cone.
Etheria-
But I'm gonna have the wild magic affect me.
It's going to affect you. Give me a D100, please.
Aggressively eat snow cone.
Try not to cry. Cry even.
Cry in her.
Intense eye
It is
contact.
a 48.
48.
Ooh. That's strong.
No eye contact for you.
Oh my god, Dad.
I prefer you.
Oh man. Okay.
I can't believe Fury died.
Ophelia, give me a D4.
Oh,
What? I get to roll twice?
Yeah, man.
This can only be good.
Absolutely.
it can only be good.
I forgot I'm out of town this week.
That's a 4.
Cool. Ophelia turns into an egg. Appy takes a bite of snow cone, and it's just like, oh, I just got a message from egg. White egg. Egg.
Floating egg on the ground.
Egg on the ground.
Someone needs to catch
Egg
it.
on the
Egg on the
My favorite
ground.
kid game growing up.
Eggs on the ground.
Eggs on the ground. Looking like a fool with the egg on the ground. Ophelia is gone full egg.
You never go full egg. You never go full
Should have made it hit the shooter. Oh well.
Wait,
A lot of these go either way.
I know.
You were one away from everyone in a 100-foot radius in the town receives an old pair of moldy socks in the mail.
it's very insensitive.
Who are you?
Ophelia goes
Monster.
egg.
Here goes full egg.
Elizabeth.
Oh, sorry.
Elizabeth,
Yeah, I
your
heard.
group is a little scrambled.
Yeah.
As long as we stay on the sunny side, we're fine.
Listen.
This fight is not going to be over easy, but you have a chance
Wow.
to really turn the tides here.
It'll be over.
Sorcerer just got poached.
So besides
You
the
and your
initial
yolks.
hit, they've all held their turn, right?
They haven't done anything.
They haven't done anything.
Not since he was like, everybody needs to calm down.
It's a bit hard boiled.
I am going to.
Handle all this shit.
I'm gonna go over and pick up the Ophelia.
Okay, you have an Affy egg.
Can you even touch it with a pea?
You cannot.
Oh no! He's gonna sit on it.
Oh, no. Wait, actually, here's what happens. You do pick up the egg.
Oh no.
And it's going to be there for one round.
Oh no!
Put down the.
Oh
Okay, because you would realize, like, yeah. So you go and you pick it up and gently. Are you handing it to someone or are you just putting it back on the ground? Wait, even better. Elizabeth goes over and picks up the egg and is like, somebody take it! Somebody take it! And then she's like holding it out to you. Broseph, on your turn, you can take the Affy egg, okay? That's Elizabeth's.
And she goes, listen, I
Have
know
her egg.
kids can be a little rambunctious. I didn't think it could turn into this.
Hey, now I got cargo
No.
shorts.
And
I like this.
I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast in case someone attacks me.
Broseph,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Yeah. If everyone's
I
chilled
let
out,
one Muppet in the game, and suddenly there's an egg, and
a lava lamp.
lava lamp.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna put the egg.
Good, sorry.
Oh
Take
god.
that.
I'm gonna take the egg. I don't know if I could do anything with it.
I just can't hold it.
Well, that's cool.
I didn't want to be on the ground.
I'm going to gently put the egg in the cargo shorts. Very gently.
Ryan,
Yes.
I have worn cargo shorts.
Yeah.
There is a good, solid chance because I know your character and I know where you are. There is no endless amount of shit that you have put in those cargo shorts.
I know.
Give me a D100
Oh no.
on a 50 or below.
What are you
It's-
supposed to be?
You
so
smush
great.
it to egg.
It's so.
On a
great.
50 or below, you smush it to egg.
On a 50 or below?
A 50 or below, I'll say this: a 25 or below, you smush
Okay,
it to
those are
egg.
better odds.
How many different classes can we come back as?
13.
All of them. You know, that's where
Hello for good luck, baby.
An 81.
Okay.
All the egg gods.
You don't smush it to egg.
You didn't
put it in-
execute her.
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
Cool. If everyone's
What the shell, Chris? Yeah, you put the egg in your.
if everyone's chilled out, he's just gonna bring the lava lamp back to him, and just be like, I don't know why we had to do that. We could have just talked. But you're over there shooting guns and
The individuals look over at Locke, and then look back towards Sheriff Ophelia.
like I said, if we saw something, we would have said something.
Ophelia turns to you and says, "You're absolutely right. Would you like to end this conflict now?"
I don't think it needs to begin.
Egg.
No,
I
thank you.
think you're right.
No, thank you.
It wasn't a question.
The finders keepers. I got dibs. Sorry.
You're making a decision right now, and I want to end this conflict. So I'm going to say one more time. Egg.
But what you're saying is, if I give you the egg, there's gonna be more conflict. So you're starting it back up.
Fair enough. Who's standing next to Broseph?
Oh no.
Well, depending on how
Elizabeth and Smoosh, because he was like, I like you, and Smoosh is like, I like you too.
Yeah, there was the,
Yeah.
there was the.
Over the shoulder.
God, this is not how this fight.
It's.
I'll say this.
I'll be blaming you, mother of cats. Very
We can just
specifically.
walk away and pretend this never happened.
She goes to smack your cargo shorts. She doesn't need to take the egg, she just needs to hit the pocket hard enough. However, there are two individuals next to you. Unfortunately, if Elizabeth tried to block this shot to your cargo shorts, it would pass right through Elizabeth.
Yeah, but I was
So-
holding an Eldritch Blast someone to attack us.
So I'll say this. You can unleash the Eldritch Blast, okay? Smoosh and Broseph,
Yeah.
dex saves to intercept the hand.
Dex saves. Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Smoosh,
So that's 25.
Smoosh,
Plus
what do
54.
what do you do?
Plus your D4.
Plus D. Oh, so that's
Plus
29.
How do you block this
Oh,
hand
it's a
from,
D4. Sorry.
Yeah.
D4.
from smacking the
Nat
egg?
20. That was 29.
Just pops the behind like no.
No!
How quick is she coming?
Pops out of the pocket.
Is it like?
She's got, how did you get in there?
Imagination! Imagination!
I would respect that, or the fly opening up and that head just back.
What kind of show is this? What kind of
She's-
show is this?
She's
We're
coming.
ready to mature now. It's fine.
She's coming in hot.
That's
She's
what she
coming in
said.
fast.
Fast?
Yes.
Then I matrix at her face.
Just yeah.
Just on her face.
Oh,
Just love it around her face.
cool. Instead of intercepting the hand, you just like like as you like fly towards the
just
face, and it's
whips
just
through.
enough to whiff. Give me an attack roll on Grown of
22
Fury.
to hit.
22 to hit.
God, I love this character. So good.
Cozy egg in cargo short.
Give me damage.
9, 10, it's 12 points damage.
Okay. The Eldritch Blast hit Gronaferia, and Etheria drops to the ground. Like Etheria gets thrown back towards the wall of the saloon, hits the wall hard, the head hits, and Etheria, boom, slumps to the ground. As if you just like Kamehameha Hadoukened her against the wall, and Etheria just goes boom, boom, and slams into the ground, like face first, lying what appears to be unconscious on the ground.
If I want an egg.
If she's face first on the ground, I'm like,
You're stuck underneath.
stuck underneath.
Okay.
Where's your hand? Like under her?
The puppeteer is under her.
Puppeteer is under her. Okay.
She's the puppet.
If
Master puppet.
if people are
Just your own
watching,
hand in it.
The entire town, the minute Etheria drops, and back hits the wall, face down on the ground, a hand underneath, like a reaping puppet with its fallen underneath. Everybody's staring at the ghost because ghosts here have never done anything akin to what Elizabeth has just done, which is slam some dude in the chest, or slam Etheria, the sheriff, in the chest. There is a doom, 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 doom that runs out from the area as the largest bugbear you've ever seen in your entire life steps out, looks down at Etheria, and just stares at the group.
I just want to say
She tried to kill a child.
she did.
He picks Etheria up by the
Oh, you're new.
You did real good.
by the back of Etheria's shirt, like a puppet, like so, like the legs are dangling and the legs are dangling, and just kind of picks Etheria up and looks at the group and gives a as he walks around the side of the tavern. and just lifts Ophelia and walks off around to the back end of the tower.
Go do the thing.
Do we
You are out of initiative.
Cool. We
Don't do
follow
the
the
thing.
bug. I'm gonna follow the bugbear.
Go that way, y'all. Everybody that way.
Go execute the bugbear
Shut the fuck up. That way.
Ophelia is just being lifted up and just
with your tail.
boom, boom, unconscious. He leads you to this little like back room of the area. This back door of the saloon. He gives a knock on the door. The entire crowd is dispersed because the sheriff has been passed out. Nobody. We need an adult. We need a more adulty adult that knows how to do adult things. As everyone is led to the back of the area.
Yeah.
At about this time, Ophelia spills out of your pocket. As the egg loses its shape, there is a boom, 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 and the door opens.
I need cargo shorts of holding.
You can hear the sounds of the saloon.
Write that down.
I am writing it down. That's going to be the auction.
I quit.
You are led to the back door of this particular saloon. Inside, you can still hear the sounds of gambling and drinking and things of that sort.
Okay.
But you have to be in... when I design the saloon, I can make this reference to probably this room and this room alone of D&D players. The safe room in Roger Rabbit. the shave and a haircut, like, you know what I mean? Like the prohibition, like that. Okay, the individual that opens the door for you all, eyes are sewn shut, mouth is sewn shut, and things of that sort. But where the mouth is sewn shut, it is a zipper.
Oof.
Okay, so like the zipper can be unzipped for the mouth, but the eyes are gone and there are no ears on the head either. There is a, and this individual opens up the door. Intelligence check.
Oh no.
I just want to know how he
hate
heard the
this.
knocking.
Same, actually. They got our ears out for fingers.
Guidance.
16. Oh, guidance lets me
D4.
we add a D4.
Everyone gets one.
Roll a D4 here. It's 16 plus.
Hold for show.
4. 20.
He is not as handsome as he was, but the freak opens the door. And it's hard to see the features there. But if you're going to name a saloon Luck's Last Stop, there's probably only one person that would have created a particular saloon with the name Luck's Last Stop. You are the only one to see the once handsome Chance open that door, whose eyes have been taken, whatever was there, but that mouth is still like able to be unzipped and stuff like that. The door opens up. The minute the door opens up, you are led into the safe room. The big bugbear is holding Ophelia, and Ophelia immediately goes, "Put me down, dumbass!" And the bugbear just immediately, boom, like drops the Ophelia as Ophelia hits the ground and was like, "Have I always been this level of an idiot?"
I'd
Yes.
like to say yes.
Hey!
I've known you for a little. Shh. I've known you for a little while. I've only known you. Well, this
can
has
do
known you
that?
for a little while.
You
but
can
like-
do that.
It's just that easy.
Who here is an adult that I can talk to?
Howdy.
Okay, she looks immediately at Smoosh because everybody else raises their hand and shakes their head yes, and Smoosh is like, no. She goes, "What's your name?"
Smoosh.
Okay, it's Smoosh. Are you all together?
Looks at Emery.
Sure.
You've got a pull for
Why are you here, Smoosh?
To party.
She goes, "Okay, let's try."
I mean, no, I need to do paperwork and get coffee.
I'm here to party.
Nobody parties
Yes.
except for me. Here to do paperwork and drink coffee, and I'm all out.
Get coffee. Different.
Okay.
I can't drink the coffee.
I burn my hand.
I'm not allowed to drink. She goes, okay,
Nail stain.
who are you?
Firia. Who are you?
A
I mean, other than old me, gross.
Got him.
She stops and looks. She goes, you're going to have to grow up at some point.
Why?
Because that's the only way that you're able to help your friends. So you can be mature and childish about this all you want. I get as much candy as I want. I get as much cookies as I want.
Oh, so do I. I just constantly acquire them. Also, why did you let this happen to Chance?
The minute
I'm
The
gonna
minute
step back. I'm gonna
you
step
say
I'm taking
that-
like 3. I'm gonna just up against the door. Horse butt, just like.
Gang, let's
I
not.
mean, obviously,
course,
I'm gonna
both
try to
sides
cure
are.
him now, but like,
she sits down on a chair and she goes, I don't know who y'all are, but you have entered into a world of hell and a world of hurt, and I'm sorry for it. And there is a train that is coming in late tonight. I suggest that all of y'all get on it and get the hell out of Dodge. There is no saving this place, all right? There is no coming back from what has happened here in this place. And I have tried. I have been trying. I lost 2 people that were very near and dear to my heart. And if you want to come in here and remind me of everything that I once had, that's fine, and I totally get that. But don't come in here saying that I didn't try to save Chance, that I wasn't able to pull Connie back from the brink. I get it.
I didn't get to save him.
I didn't get to either.
Isn't he in charge here?
He is.
So he's bad.
He's bad.
So fix one thing at a time. Let's start with Chance.
She goes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna touch Chance and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay. Furia walks over to Chance. The individual that's there with that amount, the Furia just walks over to him. You putting a hand on him?
Yep.
Okay. The
'Cause-
minute you put a hand on him, I need a wisdom saving throw. I'm going to say the remnants of the yay magic are still very much active here. Okay. You will get advantage on this wisdom save and this wisdom save alone.
All right. That is a 17.
The minute you touch Chance, Chance starts feeding off of you. He is a feral. He is starving. He is a beast. And the minute you place your hand on him, you watch as the color from the Furious face is drained, as all of the good luck that ever was or would be a part of the Furious life for just a split second immediately start being pulled into this thing. The zipper moves of its own accord, and this mouth looks down and opens up, and there is just a stream of light that comes forth from Etheria into here. And Affy. Okay. Affy, do you know what a portents wizard is?
Oh,
No.
gods.
Okay. Affy, I have 2 rolls that I've written down on the paper. Okay. At a certain point within the next 24 hours, any 2 rolls that you make can be substituted for the 2 numbers that I have just rolled on this. As all the luck starts to drain from Affy, you're on him for a split second and then pull your hand back. Give me the Cure Wounds amount.
Oh, okay.
Div wizards, man.
That is 8.
8 points. You see some of the wounds on him heal? Cure Wounds does not grow back
Yeah, I know.
Limbs.
body parts. But you see some of the cuts, the things of that sort on Chance start to heal up a little bit. But this dude has been wrecked. This dude has been like brought to the brink and back and does not know what he's doing and is just brought out for one thing and one thing only, which is to like feed and like and you put a hand and it's just enough. Etheria comes over and places 2 of her hands on Chance's face, and just immediately Chance stops feeding off you and pulls a little bit of energy from Etheria, and she's going, shh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
So did everybody go bad?
No, not everybody. We're working. There's a few of us. It's like an underground resistance. I'm working with Strahd. I was working with.
You're working with Strahd?
I know.
Hold on, let's let him talk.
I was working with Magnolia, and they got her. And I was working with Patches, and that didn't go well either. Patches' brother showed up looking for him, and she points to the
Vistani.
points at the big points at the bugbear that's there, and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "I wear these overalls just because my brother used to wear these overalls. It's fine." He goes, "Working together." So
if you're working with Strahd, why not just like break him out of jail?
because we have two jobs. There is Connie that's lording over this entire area. Barovia Commons is just one town that Connie is looking after. And there are two major jobs in front of us that we do not have the manpower to take. You can either do this. I can either take my forces and distract Connie for long enough to break out Strahd from whatever prison is theirs, because Strahd is the only individual that has any chance of standing up to him, or I work on a jailbreak, but knowing that Connie will just come down from wherever he is and obliterate us all where we stand.
Okay, so you know his kid is in a cage, right? Like in there?
Yeah, but I can't rescue the kid because I'm still playing the role of sheriff. I'm still playing the dutiful role, so you tell me.
Okay, fine. Give us a job then, and we'll do one job while you do the other.
I'll do you one better. You pick. Do you want to distract the big guy, or do you want to do the jailbreak?
I mean, I'm very distracting, but I should probably turn this over to everyone to discuss.
She sits down in a ground. She sits down in a chair. She goes, "If y'all are really here to help, if you really want to make a difference, if you're coming in here with good intent and things of that sort, that's fine. But I don't have enough people to be able to pull this off. And the minute that Connie realizes that I am not the dutiful daughter that he thinks I am, the whole plan goes to Schitt's Creek." So,
I love that show.
May I perhaps offer my skill set? I mean, you are talking about picking a lock, and perhaps I could offer that to pick a lock as well.
Lock, they're a friend.
Euphemism?
Lock, they're a friend.
Dude, I can totally pick this lock, right? Like, I'm like really good at it, right?
She goes, I need to make an appearance. I need to calm down the town. She goes, "Jerry, let's go. Your Patches, remember?" He goes, no, I got it. He's like, "We're going to go out there. We're going to smooth things down at the saloon and things of that sort. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. We've got one shot at this. You can either head up there and deal with what Connie has turned into and distract him long enough so that we can bust Strahd out of that prison, or I will go up there with whatever sources I have, and I will distract Connie long enough so that you have a limited amount of time before you have to bust through that jail somehow, break the lock holding Strahd, get him out of there, and even the odds for this fight that's going to happen. And I'll let y'all talk about it."
Do you have the combination to the pig cell?
I got mine. There's still two more.
Ooh, the saloon.
The saloon owner and Piddlewick ain't doing nothing. Piddlewick is... I know for a fact whose pocket he's in. Strahd terrorized that kid for as long as anyone knows, and Strahd is the devil that I know. And he's got to be better than Connie, right? He's got to be better than this. So, y'all decide. And she goes and sits down. She grabs Patches, and the two of them walk out of this room, leaving you in the space as Chance just goes and sits in a chair in the corner. There is a table next to him, and he takes a set of dice and shakes the dice in his hand and throws them on the table. It is just a repetitive movement. It's a shake and throw them on the table.
Dude, so they're talking about, like, locks, right? And they're talking about, like, who has what lock and which combination to get into which thing, right? Dude, I have, like... Okay, the deputy dude is, like, in the 30s as far as, like, what the, like, number is. So, like, I could probably, like, persuade him, like, give me that stuff, or I'm probably gonna take you home, no big deal.
I don't think we have time for persuasion.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do fast.
Yeah, so, like, here's the deal. Like, y'all can just go after, like, the saloon owner, right? Y'all can go after them. I can get the deputy dude. No big deal. I got this.
Piddlewick?
Do you want to do the jailbreak? Is what we're
So
saying?
this is the big choice that I need from everybody.
Are we-
Evil Castle Energy Vampire distract just long enough for the jailbreak to go off, or are you in charge of the jailbreak? And Afiria doesn't have enough people to do both, but you've provided a little mini army of Muppets and lock pickers and rambunctious children. So you all need to decide what the group is going to do.
All right. Let's think of this logically for a second.
Okay. I'm out.
Thanks, Moosh. Good thoughts.
Why are you here to party?
Smush, can you get us all coffee, please? That'd be great.
Yeah, off go.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's a cutscene of Smoosh like
That's
this.
the ones made with ghost cow milk.
Oh no, Smoosh is already gone.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
Don't you be
After this plan is cemented, I'm gonna be doing a mini coffee adventure with Smoosh. I'm gonna have all y'all. I'm gonna kick all y'all out. It's gonna be Smoosh in the search for goat milk coffee. Like,
I'm into it.
And
so you
Alpacas.
know Connie. Yeah.
no! Well, yeah, but I don't know if this
Your
Connie. Well,
Connie.
this Connie would know me now.
The
Oh, it
question
gets
I ask
confusing.
is,
Up
do
here,
you
this
know,
isn't your Connie. I need that. Do you know that, right? This is not your same Connie.
and you know
I
how
know.
powerful at least your Connie is, and we can say that he's adjacently as powerful.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So the only thing that could take Connie adjacently would be this version of Strahd, yeah?
Right.
Which we are way outclassed for.
Yes.
Right.
Locke thinks he can pop it.
No. There's a difference between like whether or not I can like pop something
Pop
and
a
dude,
lock.
whether I'm about to drop it real quick. But dude,
your new nickname is Pop and Lock. The fact that none of us have ever
Buddy
created a rogue
Unlock.
but named Pop and Lock.
You're welcome.
They're rogue twins named
bro.
Pop and Lock.
dude,
Disappointed in
I
myself.
can do this.
I
believe
trust
in
you,
you.
but I think we don't. There's no world. I think we walk back into that saloon and we don't start a fight.
Yeah, but the thing is about the world is that the world constantly changes, dude.
Right?
Right?
You actually change across worlds.
Well,
Okay, with the horse say.
Anyway,
The thing is,
Centaur. That's very. That's
But we
very.
We could also consider that if we stay here and try to break him out, we're having to do
This thing
three
has a
different
gun.
things. We're having to convince Piddlewick, who is very unstable if he's
Which Locke
anything like
says
when
he's-
I met him last.
Which Locke says he's got.
We're having to convince the saloon owner,
We let her
and
drive.
then we have to actually break Strahd out.
Okay.
So there's like three different tasks that have to be done, any one of which could go terribly, terribly wrong.
And he looks to Elizabeth and goes, "Didn't you want to get something out of the vault?"
Yes.
I'm
Four
gonna say-
things that could go terribly, terribly wrong.
But if we bust out Strahd, we can get into the vault. Maybe he may be able to help us get in the vault.
I can get into the vault.
But you can't do much there.
If I had 8 hours anyway. I don't have 8 hours.
I see it like this. We've got a combination. Locke says he can get the second combination of 30s. Ask, yeah?
it's 30s, bro. I can
30s,
do
bro.
this,
Do
dude.
you think he can do that same trick again with the third
Oh,
lock?
dude, look, I've never met a lock, dude. I couldn't
Locks are there?
pick, bro.
There's three locks. I mean, there's four if you include him.
Dude,
I mean, like,
yo,
so they're
check
not
out-
all just multiple.
check-
Yeah.
Dude, check this out. So like my butler dude was always like Hobson, like right, that guy. He was always like, dude, hey, don't touch that. Lock, bro. Like, right.
So,
All right. Well, I guess we know what we're
I
doing.
don't understand what he's saying.
I just don't think.
Only like half.
I think even with us distracting Connie, we're not long for this world if we go up for the distraction.
Yeah, but we have an opportunity. The thing is about that is that as long as we have an opportunity to do some good, that's all
Wait,
we
are
need.
you fighting for both sides right now?
No,
Yeah, I
we
really need you to make a decision.
No, let's do it. We just need an opportunity. We need 5 seconds.
Why? What's it though? Like, which way are you voting?
I'm voting for picking stuff, bro.
Okay.
Jailbreak. Got it.
Vault. Thank you. That's all. Thank
All
you.
right.
That's why.
Everybody's heart jailbreak,
Is there
right?
anybody who thinks that we could take on Connie? And be honest and say it loud and proud with your chest.
He sounds like my dad, dude. No thanks.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
he
I
sounds
want
like
to
my
believe
brother.
that he
I
can
mean,
be
that's okay.
safe, but I also have to trust
my brother's
myself.
really-
at Chaos University, you know you get free therapy, right?
Yeah, he's a real.
I even address
We
that.
get free therapy?
Yeah, not you. It only actually applies to living. The fact that you're dead means that you cannot fix
Wow,
that.
this sounds
It's
really unfair.
unfortunate.
You should really look at your company policies.
Oh, I'm not an HR. That's other me.
What are you?
Oh, I have only met one person
He's a
from HR.
senator.
I believe it's scary.
He's a hired gun.
Are you in HR? No, I have a gun.
He's got a pistol strapped to each leg.
It's just like this long pistol with this entire barrel.
The bandolier goes all the way. So we need your Smoosh back.
Great. Everybody out of the room except for
Here we go.
Oh my god.
I love when this happens. Big deal.
This is the second episode. Kick out the game.
Go get shots.
God!
Why are you yelling at me?
Smoosh's legendary search for coffee. Cool. You're, as an intern, you were given strict orders. You're like, hey, go get us some coffee, and you're like, okay. Smoosh, you leave the space and head out into this strange world that you are exploring to try to find. You know nothing about. You've been in the town long enough to know that there's like 4 pretty central spots here in the town. You realize that it's a mining town, of course. So there's the mines, there's the saloon, Luck's Last Stop. There's the jail. There's an old library that people tend to talk about a lot, and then there's a general store of sorts. So, knowing that, Smooch, what do you do? Your friends are coming up with some grandiose plan. How are you getting coffee?
Smoosh would immediately walk out the door, too loud,
Yeah.
something about a jail, and go to the jail.
Okay. Smooch, you walk towards the jail. As you walk over towards the jail, let's make this interesting. It's Hillary. You head over towards the jail. The jailer that's there, the deputy, is sitting at his desk, but he's fast asleep. His feet are up on the desk. Dangling from his side are a set of keys. And then, but inside the jail cell is an individual that is being restrained. 2 arms up like this, 2 legs are sort of chained, and as you walk into the space, he sort of looks as you see a little puppet like move into the jail cell as he looks over at you and looks at the sleeping guard and then looks over at you.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Do you know where her coffee would be?
Yeah, of course.
In here?
He goes, yes, of course. The coffee is stored in the large vault behind the sleeping guard.
Oh, back there?
But back there.
Why is it locked away? Is it good coffee?
It's so good coffee.
Huh. Why are you all tied up?
I got in trouble for...
What did you do?
I was too powerful, and the individual that runs this area wanted to keep me sort of locked up and away from everything. And so he captured me. He unfortunately did away with my wife and took my child from me.
That's awful.
Smoosh walks through the bar.
Through the bars. His eyes just go very wide. As Smoosh, you sort of make your way over and sit, and he goes, "How did you get? All right.
I'm little.
No, you're very little.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry about that. It's kind of, honestly, it kind of sounds like whenever I get in trouble, like it's a misunderstanding because I'm stupid and like I forget things a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm sure that the other people, well, they might have just forgotten that you were not the person in trouble. It was a whole misunderstanding, right?
Total misunderstanding. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What's your name?
I am the Land Baron. You can call me LB.
LB. That's gonna be easier to kind of remember.
Perfect.
I like that.
Do you walk through the bars? You should maybe perchance get the keys from the guy that's sleeping at the desk.
Oh.
And because I have an itch on my shoulder and I can't breathe because I'm strapped here.
Yeah, and I have fur. And
Okay.
that probably wouldn't help the scratchies because
No. So, but if you could,
take a while.
but if you could unlock the lock, that would be great.
I can try.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay. Listen.
Yes.
Okay, listen. If you hear me like talking to somebody who's not here, just like ignore me. It's totally normal.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Toodles outside.
Smoosh. Smoosh. Okay. Yeah, there is a sleeping guard. You can either unlock this dude that's locked up, or I will let you, just for comedic purposes, head into that large vault where the good coffee is, just by underneath the door, but it will stay locked.
Oh, the vault will stay locked. Huh.
What does Smoosh do?
He's gonna unlock the lock.
You're gonna go try to take the keys and unlock the dude's arms that
Yeah.
are being held. Okay.
Yeah. But I want to pray to Jim Henson and let Mage Hand take care of it.
Okay, I need a sleight of hand check from you.
That is a 16.
Okay. You mage hand the keys over as a little like spectral hand comes up, and he watches. It's a hand just held on a popsicle stick that kind of comes over and like grabs the keys, and then mage hands over, and you have the keys.
Okay.
He goes, and you're gonna bring him back to the cell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Now I'm gonna. You look so happy.
I'm very happy.
This is great.
This is
but,
wonderful.
But here's another thing.
Okay.
You're gonna have to help me find coffee.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because like I have to get 5 coffees, and that's like a little too much weight for my arms.
Yeah.
Okay, so this goes in that.
Yes, that one right there.
Okay.
Mage Hand
Great.
to attempt to unlock it.
Yeah, you immediately unlock one of the shackles and his right hand comes free. He grabs the keys from that and unlocks the left hand. Immediately as the hands are free, he unlocks the shackles on his legs. And he goes, "Thank you so much. What is your name?" Smoosh, I will remember it forever. Guard! Help! Please! There is an individual trying to make their way into my cell. I need your help. The guy at the desk kind of comes forward in a daze and runs forward towards the cell. As he comes forward, he looks down at you, Smoosh, and then goes over to the cell and reaches for the keys at his side. He is unable to do so, and the LB reaches across the bars and grabs Piddlewick by the neck, and he goes, "Smoosh, you may want to leave the room. I will try to find you the best coffee imaginable."
Okay.
Pieces out.
As Smoosh, as you leave, there is a snapping sound. Something happens, and you're like, "Great,
Cool. Love that.
cool." As that happens, yeah, everybody, you can come back. You're good. Come on back.
Come back in.
Smoosh, you don't have coffee, but you, as they're sort of finishing talking in the room, you show up, and yeah, you may have to go summon them as they're out there drinking shots and doing all sorts of stuff. Oh my gosh, chat.
It's time.
Minnie B, Every Mags, thank you so much for experiencing Smoosh's grand adventure. That was...
The smooshiest thing you've ever
And
seen.
then I said, you can't put a cactus there. And then that's
Not
what
that
As long as
And that's
you,
how I saved Christmas.
you water it, Santa will still come.
It's called a succulent for a reason, Chris.
And
Jesus.
she
So
said,
sorry.
"Don't put a cat
I think
there."
they're still
I
screaming.
just made that joke.
We are still streaming.
Oh god.
Succulent streaming soon.
As you all
Only seconds.
as you all finish talking about your plan, Smoosh underneath the door, just immediately, just like doesn't even open the door, just kind of pops into the space.
Okay. Okay. 2 things.
Yes.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Can you say the bad news in a good way?
Or can you say the good news in a bad way, dude?
Oh,
No,
do
wait.
that.
Start with the bad news in a good way.
Or start with the news
No,
the good
start
Okay,
way.
give us some of the good news, and then the whole bad news, and then the rest of the good news at the
Sandwich
end.
the news.
I feel like this might be.
No, dude,
I feel like this might
croissant
be
the
useful.
news.
I said,
I don't have coffee, and I made a friend.
Wait,
is that the good news or the bad news that you made a friend?
Who's
Oh,
the
there
Who's
it
the
is.
friend? Huh?
Who's the friend?
In the jail.
what's coffee?
What's his name?
Shut.
Or her name? Or
LB.
their name?
LB.
LB.
Now, is that
LB.
ELBY?
LBJ?
LB bean.
I don't know. It sounded like letters, and that's easy.
How
for
did you
this
How did you
morning.
find LB?
That's,
I walked into the jail and asked for coffee.
You went to the jail for coffee?
I remembered something about jail, so I went to the jail.
That's no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where's the coffee?
Well, my friend is gonna help me find the coffee later, like the best coffee.
What's the friend look like?
Bearded, blonde hair.
Being
Okay, Strahd.
Is his No, I didn't mean nobody named Straw.
That's right.
LB,
LB.
keep up. Come on now.
But I thought you were going to get coffee.
Yeah, I was trying to find coffee, and I heard this. I guess there's talk about the jail and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, cops like coffee, so toddle on it.
Jail sometimes have coffee.
You know what's right next door, right? This thing called a saloon. The
Yeah,
saloon
but
has
that's
that.
where you
My sentence
drink.
Well, I'm
myself.
glad you made a friend.
I did.
What
I made
did
a
you
good
say?
friend.
Well, you can drink booze, you can drink tea, you can drink coffee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, when
Good
we
child.
were in the saloon, we only had drinks.
I like to cast heroism on Smoosh so
Yes.
they can stop being frightened.
You go to cast heroism on Smoosh, and the spell is ineffective because Smoosh is the greatest hero of all.
What did your new friend say?
The new friend wanted to be let out of his shackles, so I let him out of his shackles using my "We Love Jim Henson" moment, and
Praise be Henson.
yeah, praise be Henson, and
And to you.
he's unlocked out of
And you
his
can also
place,
have some.
and then
Lift up
Wait, is he gone from the jail?
I don't know.
Can we check this off our
So this
list?
is a Roger Rabbit situation. Is there a eye slit into the saloon? Can I look into it?
You look in the saloon, and everybody in the saloon is just having drinks. They're gambling. They're
Is
doing
the
things.
kid
That's
still
right.
there?
Kid is still there.
Okay.
So there was okay, I forgot. There's two people in the jail. There was
Okay.
a guy who was sleeping, and he was behind a desk. And
got
he
it.
had the keys.
Yes.
And then my friend was behind bars.
Okay.
I was able to slip into the bars because he was a really nice guy. And I think it's just a big
Yeah.
miscommunication of why he was in there. Anyways,
that
because
sounds
I
fair.
get in trouble all the time.
Been
It's
there,
always a
been
big
there, yeah.
miscommunication because
Especially
and
HR.
so I got him unlocked, and then he yelled for the person behind the desk. He was like, this mother's doing a thing, and then he took the person behind the desk by the throat, and then he told me to leave, and that he would bring back the best coffee in the whole world.
Well, now we need
And so I
time for
left.
coffee.
Well, I mean, I guess we can talk to boring
I guess
adult
we
me
can tell
and say that
Aperia
we did our
that
job.
one part is done already, I guess.
Check it off the list.
Wait,
Check.
Off the list.
what?
That was the guy we were gonna try to get.
You did it.
You did it.
You did it.
You did it.
I didn't get coffee.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. You did the other thing. We'll just add coffee to the list.
For later.
Okay, I'm gonna cross out release
In the-
Strahd,
in
and then I'm
the-
gonna put get coffee in that spot.
In the weighing of things, like coffee makes the scales go that
Okay,
way,
so now
but
it's
what
go.
you did
Oh,
makes it go back.
I checked off go to saloon. Okay, so now all we have left is go to the
Like
store,
fish.
talk to Connie,
Exactly.
get coffee, release a god.
Oh god, he
question
kills
mark
Piddler,
after
we won't get the
research.
combination.
Okay.
Hey, Locke,
What's up, dude?
you got some work ahead of
I
you.
think we should go to the jail. I think we should go.
Dude, so one time I was in jail.
Yeah.
Tell us on the way.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I want to hear your jail story.
And he's gonna
Tell us on the
grab
way.
your- He's gonna grab your
It's gonna
hand.
be one of those things where it's like you're on my shoulder and it's like, so one time, dude, like, hold on, can I call you, dude?
What's
Hold on,
happening here?
I'm sorry. Dude, can we be
If
friends?
Smoosh is here, what's happening here? Other
Leave
than
your
the
whole
invasion of
hand.
my space.
Do you know in Charlie Brown where they have the conversation on the wall, and they're where like the hands are just up and stuff like that? As Smoosh and Locke are walking and talking together, somebody walks by with like a plank of wood, and then another like wagon comes by, and it's just the timing of all of them seem to like Smoosh always seems to be like behind something, and then like there's a cow, and like Smoosh like ducks down behind the wall, and then pops up walking along the cow, and then ducks down, and then at one point like so like Smoosh, you never quite understand what's happening below there, but just the timing of the universe works out. Everyone walks over to the jail.
Yeah.
And then closes the door behind us.
Yep.
And that was the last time, dude, that like Munson had to bail me out.
Who's Munson?
You walk into
Snap.
Can you tell me the first part? And
the two of you are at the tail end of the group, and the rest of you come into the space, and Piddlewick is sitting behind the desk. And Strahd is still strung up on the chains. One hand up, one hand up. Legs there. The only difference is there's a hood now over Strahd's face, but the body is still being held up like this, but the legs are still there. As Piddlewick goes, "Hi there, folks! Coming back to take another look at the jail, are we?"
Yeah, it's real nice in here.
Great. Take a fine look around. It sure is a nice jail. It's good to see you again.
Hi.
Hey there, friend. Did you get that coffee?
I hate that.
Oh.
Hang on a second. That guy in the dude sleeping doesn't know nothing about no coffee.
Is it an illusion?
I don't know. What's that? Oh! Is that? And they switched? Yeah.
Oh my god, there's two of them!
Dude, but they said, know something, say something.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the town's motto is if you say something, or if you see something, drink, and like say nothing and drink to
What's going
forget.
on?
It's actually what it is.
Okay, then he's gonna get really close to like Piddlewick. Dude, say something, say something.
Persuasion check at disadvantage.
A disadvantage?
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Not
That is gonna be an 18, friends.
Valor Studios, we see you out there. Thank you so much. I don't know if it's Valor or Valor, the greatest spelling ever. So either way, we love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What was it?
18, friends.
18. He looks at you and he goes, "I don't feel the need to say anything."
Insight.
Insight check.
Passive insight 19.
Yeah, that is not Piddlewick.
Cool.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
He's fancy.
He looks over at you and he goes,
You've unlocked the core memory.
"Oh, fuck, it is you." He's like, "There are two of you in the same space." The illusion drops.
We're cool.
The illusion drops. You see LB wearing... He goes like, "Weird thing." Hello. He goes, "We need to get this cell open. He had the other combination for the two his lock here, but there are still two locks
We have to get
holding
the
it.
bar owners one.
There is a weapon inside of this space, and I don't know what it is, but it's enough to give Connie pause. And he has locked it up here. He built the town of Barovia Commons not around this spot, but around the vault itself. The town wasn't built to contain a vault. It was built around the vault.
Is that the God Box?
Oh, you said it. Yeah, it's the God box.
The god box?
There's like a god inside of it.
What kind of god?
I don't know.
What is the box?
What's in the box that has a god inside it? Who wants to get out?
What is the box? What does it look like?
I explain what it looks like.
A rectangular box.
Rectangular
a little
box.
bit
It
of
has
a,
like a
like a
handle
little curtain,
on it.
a
and
handle on the
curtain.
box, a little bit
There's
of
a
curtain on
curtain.
this
I
long
put my hand through
rectangle.
the curtain. I saw the world be made. It was weird.
I cannot open it alone. I've tried to muscle through it. It is arcane.
We have two of the combinations. Just have to get the third one.
I know it's in the 30s, dude.
Well,
You
he's
want to
got
try to
the
open
deputy.
it? You want to try to open it?
The other lock is being held by Esmeralda, all right, at the bar. There's no way that you are going to get that combination from her. You could either try to pick it, or Esmeralda has built the entire saloon on games of chance. You could always try to win it. I'm warning you now. individuals that try to pick the lock, I have seen it happen, find themselves inside of the vault. There is no air inside. So if you succeed, you will pick the lock and it will be fine. If you fail, you will find yourself on the other side of that door with very little air left.
I don't have to breathe. It's cool.
Yes, I fear
Can I
you.
ask a very dangerous question?
Sure.
Well, I'm going to ask it to Strahd because he would probably know.
Okay.
What happened to Pyre?
If only we had a hot fire genasi.
Or Disguise Self?
Hot fire genasies have historically come in very useful in the history of this channel.
Pyre refused to break the seal, holding the power of her people, feeling it would help the group the better for it, and burned out. There is no Pyre.
Is there anybody else that might have?
Talk to Esmeralda.
It feels wrong to disguise myself as Pyre then.
Probably.
Is there anyone else that you might know in this world that could help?
That could get a combination from her?
What about this one? This one walked straight through the bars. The reality is bending around them as we speak. Like, can you just walk into the vault and get the coffee?
Can you?
Can't. Sure.
Oh, okay. You all watch as Smoosh walks forward and then just whoop, and then immediately
I run through it.
yeah, it takes you a little bit. The Smoosh, you and Elizabeth are behind inside of this vault. Both.
Can it open from the inside?
It cannot open from the inside.
Damn.
There are all sorts of items and miscellaneous things kind of scattered around the bar, including that rectangular box. It is a rectangular box, about yay big, with a handle on it and a flap at one end of it. The other end of the box is closed.
Can you break that?
Break it.
There's someone trapped inside.
Where's Smoosh from?
Where's Michelle? Muppet
Hollywood.
Dollywood or
No, Smoosh would be from space.
Smoosh is from space?
oh my god!
You have no idea what this is.
No, I didn't know they had life on this planet.
See, I put my hand in it last time I was in here, and I can't pick up things because I am.
I also have a really hard time picking things up.
As these two are having this moment of like, we can't pick things up.
You think you can do it, Fluff?
You're outside in that little jail cell, and Strahd is just sort of keeping an eye out the front door in case anybody shows up at the jail.
How confident are you, Locke?
On a scale from 1 to 10, dude,
Yeah.
I'm at least at 10.2.
10.2?
Yeah.
Are you willing to roll those dice and take a swing at it?
Dude, I've never not been, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Do it, man.
my God.
Cat's Grace. Take the dexterity check at advantage.
Cats
Can I
are-
also
they're
guidance him?
super creepy.
Okay.
Can they sack?
Yeah, buddy.
So this is a
Strahd looks. This is high risk, high reward. I'm going to set the DC on this one.
This is a D20 and a D. Or I'm sorry.
No. So here's the deal. Here's what this is.
Yeah.
Broseph comes over and basically like gives you a little tap and says, "Hey, you're going to be super dexterous.
Yeah.
So you're going to make this lock picking roll at advantage. Okay. Are you proficient with lock picking tools?
Thieves tools.
Okay, thieves tools.
Welcome,
Okay.
Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders. Okay.
Whoa.
So here's the deal. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna roll a d20.
Yep.
And you're gonna add your proficiency. Okay. And your dex. Okay. D20, proficiency, and dex.
D20.
Okay.
Cat's Grace advantage too.
Catchers.
Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna roll this at advantage. Etheria is giving you a D4.
Okay, so
This,
adding that
the
and that.
DC for this lock, because you do not have the combination, is 23.
Okay.
Now, look at me. If you are unable to do this, what is your Constitution modifier? What is your plus or minus to
one.
Constitution? It's +1. I'm going to say that you are going to be able to hold your breath for exactly 2 minutes. If you whiff this on this roll, you will find yourself in the vault standing next to Smoosh and Elizabeth slowly dying from lack of air.
Is this like a bye-bye, bro? Like, all right, here we go.
Bros, you understand the stakes here.
No, sure. Like, this is a seasoned rat. I got you.
Is this a solitary, he's the only one dying, or does that also...
No,
Possess it?
you do not breathe air. You are a Muppet, and I'm dead. Like Elizabeth is dead. Indigo, are you doing anything else other than the guidance on this one? To before you roll this, are you doing anything else in this situation?
This is making me think that there's something else I can do.
No, I'm just I want to be clear because like this has potential to break bad based on this roll.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't have anything off the top of my head. Woo.
So 17 plus 3.
20.
Okay.
Plus
and
10.
Plus 10. 33.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes!
Lock goes over, and immediately like he starts to play with the lock, and you just tap into all of that time that you walk the palace, unlocking every available thing that you could get your hands on. This is child's play to you. The large mechanical lock clicks. The DC is not as high as it was because you already had 2 of the other locks undone, and the door swings open. And Etheria, Emery, what's your intelligence?
13.
What's your intelligence?
+1, I believe.
Okay.
So
Do you have any pets growing up?
sure, yeah.
Do you have any pets growing up, Etheria?
Yeah.
What kind of pets did you have?
She kept bringing home things she found, and then they would run off eventually.
Elizabeth
There are
doesn't
a lot.
recognize this. Of all the people to walk through that wall, Elizabeth does not recognize this because Elizabeth is from a different time era.
Had a cat.
Smoosh is from space. The 3 of you look at the room, see the large metal table, see the rectangular box with the small handle
Is it a
and the
cat
flap.
box?
It's a cat carrier.
The cat carrier sitting on the table.
It's a cat carrier.
Is this Josh?
Smoosh, you guys turn around and you look, and it's Elizabeth
Open it,
and
open it,
Smoosh.
open it, please. Please.
I'm gonna trust you on this. And
Thank you.
There is no open. It is just the one flap.
one flat.
Yeah.
Can I
lift.
hold it
And he
up?
said we have to break it, is what he said.
Oh gods. All right.
Is there a hinge like that?
This thing needs to be broken.
I
Once it is broken, it is broken. It is done. It is
Eldritch Blast it.
Can I use?
okay.
Let's say I have this spiritual weapon and make it a giant mallet.
Okay.
Can I use my side blade?
Hey, gang. Seen an Alabama and Zeke there. All right. There's an Eldritch Blast that fires out. The lava lamp's still in play. Anybody else doing anything to damage and break this container?
The hand was gonna do like one of my my side blades, my
Okay.
psychic blades.
Psychic knife flies out. Lava lamp smashes into it. Eldritch Blast hits the side of it. Anybody else doing anything?
Hold on.
I'm gonna use my.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna use my sword.
Okay. You hear. Wait. Smoosh pulls out a sword, and you all hear the faint musical notes of da na 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 da na na da na na da da
I
na.
want to use one of the charges.
The sword is a short sword with a rubber ducky attached to the hilt of the
That makes me
sword.
so happy and also so sad.
And I summon 3 ducks.
Three ducks manifest in the space as well as Smoosh swings the sword down at the cat carrier. Anybody else doing anything?
Fury's gonna go, hey, Chash, is that you?
Are you doing anything, Emery, to contribute to this?
I don't really have anything until people
Shoot
get
the
out of the
cat
way. a little
carrier.
bit. I'm not doing it until people get out of the way. If everybody's like
no.
converging on it.
Okay. You go, hey, Chesh, is that you? As everybody just, like, it is a massive, like, ducks manifest in the space and they're flying around and you're slamming into it. The lava lamp is crashing down on it. Like, it is a huge cacophony of sound in the space as the cat carrier just explodes. And for a brief second, the 6 of you see something that very few heroes have ever seen. The only other individual that has ever seen anything like this is Elizabeth. As all of you are treated to the beginnings of the universe when there was nothing. And there was this just dark black of space. And then all of a sudden, 2 atoms are cascading through the universe. And through random chance, random happenstance, purely chaotic coincidence, those 2 atoms hit, sparking an ignition, and the universe explodes around you. The night sky is filled with stars as you witness the birth of the universe, this huge explosion, this huge big bang of energy that just goes everywhere all at once. And in the birth of that, the first thing to manifest at the creation of the universe was the force that pushed those 2 tiny little chaotic atoms together. And as the universe expands and those stars fill the night sky, there is a oh my freaking God! It feels good to be back.
I told you to get you out.
You are Daddy's favorite. You are the perfect child. Don't ever change a thing. The rest of you, where's the son of a bitch that put me in a cat carrier with no litter for an eternity?
I think Ophelia. No, it's not that Ophelia.
Oh, is that Connie?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in a castle. I'm not sure exactly where, but Adult Boring Me could probably tell you.
Hey, LB, where?
Fine. Barovia is quiet and contained, and everyone is happy all the time.
Gross.
I hate it.
Let's
terrible.
fix that first. And as he says that, that disembodied voice finally takes shape in this beautiful orange tabaxi. Purple robes sort of flowing behind it as it steps out of that vaulted space. And as it walks over towards the center of the town, he's like, "Hey everybody, this is called feelings." And he outstretches a hand, and all of a sudden, this energy pours out of him as the mother of all wild magic surges hits Barovia Commons, as a scream erupts from the castle up at the top of this hill, as a shriek of light comes flying down, hits the center of the ground, and looks up, and you see an individual with long black hair, snakeskin vest, black pants, holding a golden staff in his hand. And he goes, "Connie doesn't want to talk right now, but I'll talk with you." As Sid Venom takes a few steps into the space, that is where we are going to end tonight's event. The God of Chaos has been unleashed upon all of Barovia. All of you have done an amazing job as we are now into boss territory for this particular episode. Way sooner than I thought, and that is where we are ending tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the second episode of our sort of training mission here as our first sort of major battle takes place here in Barovia. We're going to miss the 2 of you next week as this central force comes streaking into the space. I will say that HR gets real nervous all of a sudden and was like, get him out. There is a splash of water as the 2 of you are pulled back from this space, back to HR headquarters. But before the water is able to reach Smoosh, Locke, Emery, or Ophelia, the Sid is able to stop the water from flowing into all of you as all 4 of you look up at the Eldritch God, the energy vampire known as Connie, with Sid Venom sort of taking the wheel. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next week for more shenanigans. Legend Hillary got coffee.
We still have it.
We'll see you next time. Thanks. Hard hands out, kids. Thanks for unleashing your chaos with us. Zeke says hi. And
Hi, Zeke.
we're